Hey everyone, it's Kong again with another little Freebies account update. This time I'm going to show myself clearing, or attempting to clear, the level 65 Thunder Dragon. So as you can see, I've brought a party of infantry Shibaraku with heavy infantry, Hero Matthew also with heavy infantry. I brought Grenier for the faction buff and to do some guarding later, which I'll show you. Almeda for debuffing the dragon and for healing Shibaraku from long distance. And Iris to heal against the mobs. Well, really Iris is there to do some teleporting later on, so I'll show you that too. Obviously the first order of business with any dragon fight is just clearing the trash, which with some dragons is actually more difficult than the actual dragon. So I'm just going to cluster up around Sage-hatted Grenier here, so that he can do some barb damage to these cavalry units. Soften them up a little bit for me. Iris is protected in the formation there, so she doesn't get dragged away. So I guess the obvious thing that's worth mentioning here while I'm just clearing this garbage is that I don't have access to some of the classic units that most people use to take care of the Thunder Dragon, like Elwyn or Bernhardt. And then the backup, the common backup choices are Kirikaze and Lewin. And I don't have Kirikaze yet because I have to slowly grind his shards from the black market. Even when I get him, it'll be quite a long road to get him into usable condition. And that's kind of the problem with Lewin. He's only 3-star right now, I think. He doesn't have access to his attack bond because I can't get D-Heart. I do have a faction buff for him because I do have Freya, but only being able to summon those friendship characters on actual friendship summons, you know, not getting just piles and piles of them on regular summoning sessions, it does mean that they get built up much more slowly than we're used to. So having a 3-star R Lewin with no attack bond, definitely not cutting it against this dragon. So my substitution, I had to get a little bit creative. Shibaraku does have access to Roar, and he does have an infantry class that's fairly decent. Unfortunately, like, his Steelmane werewolves do give him some sustain as well, but I can't really use them in this fight because the dragon is actually weak against infantry, and that includes your troops. So I just went ahead and gave him heavy infantries for this one. So we are more or less set up to start approaching the dragon now that those mobs are gone. I want to make sure that everyone is healed up. Almeda's talent heal after her turn that heals the lowest person on your team is actually fairly useful here because she can heal Shibaraku without worrying about getting into AoE range with him in the dragon's danger zone. Okay, so this turn we are going to be getting into attack formation. So Almeda goes first to get a random debuff on the dragon. Grenier is going to guard her over here because the dragon will prioritize attacking Almeda and not Shibaraku. We're going to teleport Shibaraku into position, so he'll get 2 turns of plus 20% damage from Iris's teleport skill. So we'll just go ahead and open with the Sun Slash here. And I'm going to leave Matthew down here. I kind of have Matthew in my back pocket because I'm not 100% sure if Shiba is going to be able to carry this DPS entirely on his back. So if worse comes to worse, on the last turn, I can teleport Matthew in and get an extra 1 hit. Hopefully that'll be enough. So yeah, we've kind of settled into our free-to-play budget cycle here now. With Almeda healing Grenier to make sure that he can survive. If Grenier dies, then Almeda can't stay in the danger zone, because she'll get killed too, and then we'll lose her debuffs, which will severely impact Shibaraku's DPS. So for that reason, we heal Grenier, let the talent healing take care of Shibaraku over there, and then he can kind of cycle his damage skills. It looks like we're doing fairly decent DPS here. We're about halfway through our actual attack on the dragon. I think I got in here on turn 6, and it's turn 10 now. So I should be in good shape, especially when I factor in my emergency Matthew. Now, obviously, if you're not playing a ridiculous freebies-only account, this kind of approach can still work with real characters. You know, if you have Elwyn in there, well, the difference with Elwyn is that you don't really need to support him with a distant Almeda as much. In fact, if you have Elwyn in there alone, you can actually speed up your DPS because the dragon will attack Elwyn and take a lot of counterattack damage, and then Elwyn will just heal himself. So you don't really need to worry about supporting him as much. Iris has her teleport up, so I'm just going to do an experimental little probe of the dragon, since I can run out and get teleported away here, preventing him from AoEing. That didn't do much damage, I think, because I attacked from range. He doesn't like getting melee attacked, but range, he's pretty good at. So Shiba's doing anywhere between, it looks like 18 and 25,000. The dragon has 45,000 left, and we have 2 turns. So I think I'm in good shape. I think the 2 attacks from Shibaraku and 1 last-ditch attack from Matthew should finish this guy off. Now, I obviously don't have the DPS to take care of the level 70 Thunder Dragon quite yet. I'm not sure if Shibaraku will necessarily work for that one. I'm just going to throw a bunch of damage at the boss here since it's the last turn anyway. We'll try a melee attack from Matthew this time. Oh yeah, much better. Okay, Shiba just has to do 2,000 damage. Might as well make sure he's in good condition. And we'll get a Sun Slash in to finish it off. With a stylish self-revive just for the icing on the cake. So he can be alive to see the rewards. So Shibaraku carrying that fight with a respectable 250,000 damage. And we got a Reaper's Breath. And another Reaper's Breath. Awesome. That's just the kind of thing you want to see when you're getting a double SSR, is 200 ore. Even for this account, that is ore, unfortunately. Anyway, that's the level 65 Thunder Dragon with freebies only. So hopefully that was interesting or entertaining, and hopefully you don't need to adopt strategies that are this budget, but it's more for fun. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll catch you in the next one, and happy Langrissing.